am here ahead of this video because I want to let you know that this is a video that is going to be about things that I've picked up over the course of many months. And because there's so many things that I want to share with you, because I think you may be interested in some of those things, I didn't want to just rush through and do it all in one video. So some of these things are rundown walks, items, books that I think deserve to be shared and spoken about. If you're going to pick it up or not, do I think it's a good thing to get or not? I want to take my time and do this the right way. So this is going to be done in 2 installments. The other thing that I would like to let you know, at the end of this video, I am going to give you some preliminary details about the giveaway. Then the specifics about the giveaway will be in the second half of the installment. With that being said, you guys go get comfortable, get yourself something to drink, grab a coffee, some water, a snack, because we've got things to get into. I will see you in the video. Hey you guys, what is up? It is Ivy, Concrete Catwalk. Those of you who are new to my channel, I love all things thrift, vintage, new, nearly new, estate sailing, you name it. I love it. To my catwalkers, welcome back to a new video this Sunday. Those of you who are newly subscribed, thank you so much for coming along together with us on this journey. We have a lot to discuss about things that I've picked up over the course of these many months. And I want to share those things with you guys because I think you, if you see some of those things, you may be interested in them. Now, as I said previously, this will be in 2 parts. This is part 1 of the installment. Let me not hold this up. The first thing that I am going to start with is this little hand pointer. Let me tell you why I love this. I got this pointer on Amazon. It comes in a box of 2. So there is this white pointer and then there's also a black pointer. And what I love is as this tip wears out, you can replace it. They give you enough for both of them. You could use them interchangeably if you want. If you're on your phone, if you're on your iPad, it's for you to do this. And when I tell you, many styluses that I have gone through, whether I purchased them in a pack from the DollarTree or from other places, these 2 are by far the best. Now, if I had the box and I forgot that there was the other one, I would have showed you both in the box, but you can search this on Amazon. As far as responsiveness, these are the most responsive styluses I've ever used. Because you know, sometimes when you immediately touch, they're not that quick to pick up, and especially if you want to scroll or answer emails or delete some things. Let me tell you, this would be something that you would want to invest in. I get a lot of questions about where I found this. In case you want to look a little closer, I will leave the link in the description box below if you'd like to pick this up for yourself. The next thing that I want to share with you guys are some things from the DollarTree. As of late, some of the things that I've come across in the DollarTree have just been like so surreal. I think that they are worth talking about. I really like to go through their cosmetics and their face care sections because you never know what it is that you can find. I talked about that snail serum that they sold that comes in a purple box, and if I have a clip, I'll insert it here or here. But the thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is this power bubbling clay mask. This is a charcoal clay mask that you put on your face. You wash it off with water. Let me tell you something. This leaves your skin so incredibly clean, robust. Every time that I see this at the DollarTree, I make sure that I pick up at least 1 or 2, depending upon what they have. This sells out really fast, but this for $1.25 keeps the skin amazing. I think of all the masks that I've picked up at the Dollar Tree, this is the one. This is the best thing that I have happened across in the Dollar Tree. Let me hold this up so that you can screenshot this in case you are interested in picking this up for your skin. It keeps it in amazing condition. I would advise that if you're in the Dollar Tree and you're looking for a charcoal clay mask, that's the one that you would want to get. And so you may want to run so that you can get it. Next thing that I want to share with you out of the Dollar Tree, something that I have not used yet, but I was interested in it when I saw it, the Be Pure Bronzer Revitalizing Stick. Now this is it. The color is called Soft Tan. I'm gonna open this with you guys because I was so excited when I saw it, because you know, a lot of cosmetics companies are going in this direction of sticks. So I wanted to see what this was giving from the Dollar Tree. It's a small little thing. If you wanted to put this in your purse, you could. So I'm gonna open this. There's a cover on the top. Take this off. Ooh, this looks really, really good. You can twist it up, and I'm gonna hold it so you can see. And I'm going to run it across my hand. This is what you get. It's a bronzing, as if you were in the sun and got sun-kissed effect. And I think I'm actually going to like using this. If you wanted to give yourself a nice glow before you went out on a date or with your hubby, with your boyfriend. And I like how this blends in against the skin. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the kind of glow that I like to have, especially in weather like this. So if you guys are interested in getting this, this is the Be Pure Bronzer Revitalizing Stick, Dollar Tree, in their cosmetics section. Moving on, picked up over the course of many months is what they call the Casio tank. I will post up here or here so that you understand what it is that I'm talking about, because I actually am wearing this watch on my wrist. And I'm sorry for the glare coming through, but I'm sitting by my doors at the back and it is a little bit bright. I'm gonna take this off so that you guys can see this. Perhaps it'll pull up a little bit better. I'm just gonna hold it closer. This is the Casio tank. This is the box that it came in. But let me tell you something about this watch. If you have considered the Cartier tank watch, whether new or pre-loved, it is a beautiful timepiece. I will post up here or here so that you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. The Cartier tank is a very understated timepiece. Nonetheless, the watch is upwards and over of X number $1,000, depending upon what you decide that you want to get. But you can go and explore that on Cartier's site if you have your sight set on a Cartier watch. But if you're interested in having something that gives a very nice, solid, simplistic look, this is a watch that you would want to consider. This watch I ended up getting from Macy's. I was searching around for it, and it is a watch that stays sold out a lot. When you see it, I would advise that if you like it, that you go ahead and get it. Let me tell you something about the price point. This watch came in at $100 flat. With tax and everything else, I ended up paying about $106 for the watch. I purchased it online. They asked would I prefer to come to the store to pick it up or would I want it sent to me. I decided I would go to the store to pick it up. I thought I was gonna have to wait. The next day, the watch was available for me to go and pick up. Specifically, if you are interested in the model number on this watch, this is what they consider the Casio tank. I will post the model number underneath here. It is MTP B190D 7BVCF if you're interested in it. I think that they shorten it even further, and some people say it's the MTP B190 watch, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful watch, very easy to wear. If you have specific questions about it, you can go out on YouTube, because before I decided to buy this watch, I did watch a couple of reviews on this watch to see what people's thoughts were about it. And many people, both men and women, love this watch. Now, this technically is considered a man's watch, but I think that for its size, because it's not so encumbering, bulky, it looks great on a small wrist. If you're interested in a Cartier tank, but you don't want to spend the Cartier tank money, the Casio tank would be the way to go. The next thing that I want to share with you guys are some fragrances. Gabes. You guys know I always tell you about Gabes. If you got a BFF, get in the car, drive to Gabes. If you don't have one in your state, you girlies and guys that are in the DMV, go to Gabes, because Gabes is a wholesale discount place where you can find a plethora of things, from furniture to clothes to shoes, you name it, Gabes has it. I frequently go to the fragrance section that they have. They sell eau de perfume fragrances for $4.99 and under. Now, if you strike and you go into the section when they've re-upped on fragrances, you can literally stand there and sniff the fragrances to your heart's content and figure out what it is that you like. And I came across this fragrance called Scarlet Rogue. Now, let me tell you, you know what this puts you in the mindset of: baccarat that is in this shape and format. Now, let me say this as a sidebar. I love the baccarat fragrance, and that is something that will more than likely be a Christmas gift to myself. In the interim, when I came across this Scarlet Rogue fragrance, it is an eau de perfume. You can screenshot this if you'd like. The thing that got me was when I sprayed this on, one, it smells amazing. Surprisingly, absolutely amazing. Two, the price point of this was $4.99. $4.99. Do you hear me? $4.99 for this. The other thing that I discovered, because I did a little research behind this, because I wanted to know if I couldn't get it at Gabes, where else could I get this? Because I didn't know I was gonna like this as much. If you're lucky and you find yourself in Five Below, Five Below sometimes has this for $5. I was floored. I have not gone into Five Below as of yet to look to see if they have this, because I still have plenty in this bottle. But hint, hint, you guys, hint, hint, you go to Five Below. Make sure you look for this there too. Not just at Gabes, because Gabes has this very infrequently. And when they do have it, this sells out like crazy. Go to Five Below, see if they have it. If they do, I strongly advise that you pick up Scarlet Rogue. It smells amazing, amazing, and lingers exceptionally well and smolders down to something that is just, all you want to do is just smell. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go to the next thing. In my last video, I briefly showed you a green bag, and I said that I was going to talk about it. And I thanked the person who sent me the bag. And let me just say this about the bag. I think that the bag is fantastic. I think that the quality of it, the craftsmanship of it, it is not anything related to the big H, and you know what the big H is. It's not that. It is a nice leather bag. I've had this bag for about a month now. What I can say based upon carrying it, the feel of it, I'll just pick it up so that you can see it. Let me just say this about where my thought process has been with regards to designer bags, etc. The reality of things these days, the expense, the escalation, and behind the scenes, I have been watching the price increases from Chanel and Dior and some others, and then some have come down in price points. But cumulative for me and where I sit with the things that I have in my collection that are authentic pieces, that are pieces that I picked up now almost 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago when things were really thinging in luxury designer bags. I am at an impasse with all of that at this point. I'm now looking at it from the standpoint that a bag is a bag. And you know my viewpoint on this. If you go back into some of my other videos, you know how I feel about handbags. They should be used. They're not a trophy. They're not something that you covet. Some people take a different perspective. I'm not going to get into all of that. What I will say is this. You have to decide what it is that you like, what it is that fits in your budget, what does not fit in your budget. And if certain things come along that work well with your budget, then who is anybody to say, oh, well, it's not this, it's not that. This isn't anything near the real thing. It's nowhere near it. It's just a good leather bag that happens to wear a resemblance to something else. Walmart did it. Some other places did it. Other people are doing it. There are so many people who are talking about the narrative of the expense of designer goods and the fact that it is not even luxurious anymore. It used to be, and I said this before in other videos, that you aspired to want to be able to purchase a Vuitton or a Chanel or some other things. You aspired to want to do those things. And because of the fact that it became so accessible and it became so the norm, that the word exclusivity used to be something that existed in luxury. It used to. Those things that I managed to collect and purchase for myself, add to my collection of luxury things, I am satisfied at this point. For things like this that happen to come along, and if it ticks the box based upon the need that I'd like to use it for, then it's gonna be used. The smell of this, the way this feels, does not give cheap. Things that are a part of this piece make it user-friendly to the point that you feel comfortable carrying it. It's not something that is so far obnoxious or so far alike. It's not trying to be any of that. If you go out on the platform and you search, there are plenty of people who get into specific reviews about these types of pieces, these types of leather bags. Generally, it does give a very luxurious presentation. Ultimately, the decision is up to you about which direction you go in. Do you go in ultra luxury? Do you go down some other avenue where it's just the leather bag that you decide that you like? Your call. Moving on to food items, condiments. I do like gourmet foods. I do. I like mustards that are much more luxurious, not your standard yellow mustard. I'm not just a simple yellow mustard person. I happen to be in Gabes and I came across this. I love gray Poupon Dijon mustard so much. Usually when I get this, it's in a smaller container, which is running about the size of the other Dijon mustard that I absolutely love, which is the Dijon original mustard. Now, I love this too. I do. I think this is great if you're gonna make like a salad and you want something that's very, very decadent. This is what you would go for. But this, I love hot dogs. If I want to have a treat, this definitely is what goes on. Just this, a swipe of this on the hot dog, I'm good. But taste-wise, I don't think with either one of these you can go wrong. I think this is for a little bit more decadent experience. If you're serving a nice dinner and you want to do something a little bit more bouge, and this would be the direction you'd go in. To me, the gray Poupon is just a mustard that you can reach for. Like I said, hot dogs, deviled eggs or something. This would be good to put in the mix. So, the next thing, let me preempt this with these because Walmart offered these about, I want to say now, almost 1.5 to 2 years ago. When I saw them originally on Walmart's site, they were sold out of my size. I thought that they would come back in stock. They never came back in stock. But that's the power of being able to search things online and go and try and find things. So these particular, I'll call them platforms because it's exactly what they are. These particular platform clogs, I wanted them so much that I just said, okay, well, if it's meant to be, I'll find them when I'm searched. So I happened to be on eBay and I came across these Cape Robin. They're called the Garden Clog. They're a platform clog. So I'm gonna open this box. You guys, I cannot tell you how much I wanted this clog. Seriously, wanted this clog, especially with the fact that fall is coming and these are lined with a little faux fur. I saw these up for grabs in my size on eBay. I knew I was done. I wanted to get these and I did. If you're looking, and I don't know why, these are kind of like, these are hard to get because I noticed that every single time that I would get close to finding these, it was like they would disappear, meaning auction. They would just be gone. And I love the height on these. Something about these I absolutely love. I've gone the direction of a crock with an elevated platform, but the platform wasn't as high as these. I wanted a super high, comfortable platform clog with a little bit of edginess to it, and these ticked all of the boxes. Now, I will say this. If you're interested in these Cape Robin platform high clogs, size up. I am a 7.5 to a size 8, but I sized up in these to a 9. So if you get your actual size, these are going to be tight. But if you go up a size, you are not going to have any problems with these. I have worn these once already and I adore these. Okay, so let's move on. We're almost done. I have a couple more things that I want to share with you guys, but I'm going to redirect us back to food items. So I told you guys that I like a lot of gourmet things. I really do. I enjoy gourmet things. Caviar is another one of those gourmet things that I love to pick up. To me, it doesn't have to be super expensive, although I do like the super expensive caviar. Sometimes it's enough to go to Wegmans and get caviar that's about $13.99 because it's still, what, really good. One thing that I realized that I did not have, and I have fumbled around with trying to open caviar enough where I learned that I needed a caviar key. Yes, a caviar key. So this is a caviar key. I'm going to open it up so that you can see exactly what it is. Now, I got this caviar key on Amazon and it was delivered in about 2 days, but let me show you this. This you can put on your key ring, even if you don't eat caviar and you just want something that You can have, if you needed to open a bottle because you couldn't get into something in a pinch, this caviar key will do everything for you. This was about $9, and to me, it is a game changer, because as much as I've struggled with trying to open caviar in the past and you're trying to pry it open, no, caviar key is the way to go. You can search on Amazon. If you don't want one that looks like this, you can get them a little bit more simplistic. And if you need to get into a jar of caviar, this caviar key would be the way to go. I will leave a link if you're interested in this caviar key in the description box below. We are getting to the next to last few things. I am a heavy duty, hardcore sunglass person. I do not walk out the house without sunnies. It is not unheard of for me to have 3 or 4 different pairs in my bag, because I don't know how I'm going to feel. Time to put on some sunglasses. I might go out the house, get in the car, and feel like a different person. Therefore, I need another pair of sunglasses. These particular sunglasses that I happen to pick up, they came from Urban Outfitters. Now, what I like about these, the lenses. Most of my lenses on my sunglasses are very dark, or they're gradated, going from black to a light gray. These I like because you just put them on. If you want to wear them, don't want to take them off, you can leave them on if you're inside, what have you. But they just give a great look. And not only that, driving with these in full sun is awesome, because it helps with the UV rays. And yes, they have the grade for UV, so that your eyes are protected. They don't just look good, they also do what they're supposed to do. But these I ended up picking up in Urban Outfitters. They were $20. I ended up getting them for $15. And that's the other thing that I'm discovering too. I love a good, expensive, luxurious sunglass, but sometimes it's the simplicity with sunglasses that drives the boat. These are unmarked, they're very simple. And I like the fact that all you have to do is put them on. They go great with hair down or hair up, however you choose to do it. And these are something that if you wanted more than one pair, you could easily do 2 pairs, because they had some other styles there. I think they had a tortoiseshell with a light lens. They had another black frame with, I think, a pale tinted bluish type. And I also think a yellow tint lens they also offered there at Urban Outfitters. But you can either go in store, you can go online and search these sunglasses out. I consider these like a aviator style sunglass, but yeah, these were a great find, and I'm actually glad that I picked them up. I really do like these. Next pair of sunglasses I ended up getting from Nordstrom Rack. Now, surprisingly, as much as I love Nordstrom Rack is usually a hit or miss for me. Sometimes I can go in there and they have the cutest things. Other times I go in there and it's like, okay, well, not today. I was in Nordstrom Rack and I was looking at their sunglasses, and I came across these sunglasses by Otra. So let me show you. Another pair of sunglasses that have these lighter colored frames, so that if you decided you wanted to leave them on because you were indoors, you could. But these are incredible. These have like a olive tinted type of a lens, and I will hold up so you can see what the brand is. But let me tell you something, these are another super good, excellent price sunglass. These came in at $24.99, $25, $26 after tax. Recently, I think between this pair and between this Urban Outfitters pair, I've just been running back and forth between the two, because it's nice to have a lighter lens and be able to just, it's easy. It's just so easy. So run and walk to Nordstrom Rack to see if you can't find these Ultra sunglasses, and run, don't walk to Urban Outfitters to see if you can't pick up these super cool aviators with these light tint lenses. I've got one more thing that I want to show you guys until we get to the last. This takes us back to the DollarTree. Even though we are in the mix with summer, depending upon where you are, I am in the United States on the East Coast. We are in the thick of the heat of summer. but I'm already thinking about the fall. Dollar Tree has special sections now where you can get things for $5, you can get things for $7. You guys, you know, Dollar Tree has gone through some little price modifications, but it is what it is. I went into their section because they're starting to introduce things for the fall. You guys, let me tell you what $7 at the Dollar Tree landed me. This beautiful wreath with little pumpkins on it that are made out of felt. And then there's also these pine cones that have been incorporated into it. When I saw it and I saw the price tag, what I loved about it is great price point, but it does not look cheap. I'll take it a little closer. This is all like little twigs and little twine things worked through the entire wreath. Let me tell you this. If you're in the Dollar Tree and you're looking for things to beautify your home, things don't have to cost an arm and a leg to make something look beautiful. If you're in the Dollar Tree, run, don't walk to pick this up. The last thing in this part one of things that I want to show you and some run, don't walks. So I love Homegoods, TJ Maxx and Marshalls, the trifecta, finding all things beautiful for the home. Homegoods. So I find myself in Homegoods, and I love to go through all of their sections, whether it's for throw rugs, furniture, cooking things, books, candles, you name it. I love a good coffee table book. And I am going to tell you this. If you find yourself in Homegoods and you see this one particular book, you need to get this book. We all know the story with regards to the Birkin bag and Jane Birkin, and the fact that the Birkin bag was made for her because she did not have a bag suitable to fit all of her belongings, for her kids, for her acting, her scripts, etc. And that chance meeting that she ran into the head honcho of Hermes on a plane at the time, and she sketched a bag on a napkin for him to take back and work with an idea. And here we are today with what? The Birkin bag. I saw this book and I knew I was going to get this. You guys, if you are in Homegoods and you come across this book, Jane Birkin, Icon of Style by Sophie Catchett, this is a fashion girlies book. This book at the back gives a beautiful statement from her, Jane Birkin. It says, when you start recognizing that you're having fun, life can be beautiful. This book is a tribute to icon Jane Birkin's timeless, effortlessly chic style. She is the namesake behind the iconic Hermes Birkin bag, inspired designers and artists with her bohemian cool when she first arrived on the scene in the 60s. I cannot wait to sit and get a cup of coffee and relax and read about this magnificent lady. This book is beautiful. It will look great on the coffee table. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic read. But not only that, it is an ode to an icon of a person. And I am so glad that I saw this. This was one of two books that was left. This book came in at $49.99. And because I'm so curious about who she is, the history, not just about the bag. We all know she put the bag on map. We get that. But I want to know who she is as a person. And I'm so excited to sit down with this and read all about her wonderful persona. You guys, if you are in Homegoods and you see this, I would advise to add to your fashion book portfolio that you pick this up. Such a magnificent book. Jane Birkin, The Icon of Style by Sophie Catchett. If you're in Homegoods and you see this, I strongly advise that you pick it up and add it to your book collection. So you guys, there you have it. That is everything in this part 1 installment of things that I picked up over the past few months, from the book to the bag to the gray Poupon and the my Dijon mustard and some other things that I showed you. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the things that I shared with you. You guys, let me just make this announcement really quickly about what's coming. We are going to be in the mix of a giveaway. When I get into the second installment of this video, I'm going to give you all the specifics about the time frame of when this giveaway will start. This giveaway is going to be geared towards getting me to 1,000 subscribers, because the giveaway piece that I am going to be giving away will be indicative of whomever that lucky person is that happens to be the 1,000th subscriber. It's very simple, you guys. You know how I do my giveaways. It is a time frame involved. All you need to do is like, comment, and subscribe from any video that I put out from the giveaway start point all the way to the conclusion. My objective with this is to get to 1,000 subscribers by December. So at this point, you know, I'm going to give you all the details about what it is that you need to know about it. But right now, please know that this giveaway is going to be geared towards the 1,000th person who subscribes to my channel is going to be absolutely surprised. When I say surprised, surprised. Because I am so excited about what this is. I just want you guys to know that my responsibility here is to simply give back. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. You know that I love to do giveaways, but this one is a big one. This one's a special one, and I want to honor the 1,000th person who subscribes to my channel with something very, very nice. I have taken my time with growing this channel. I've said this before. I want people here because they want to be here. I show up for you guys because you guys show up for me, and I thank you each and all for that. Let me also say this. Not only will there be the main gift giveaway for the 1,000th subscriber, there will also be 2 runner-up winners. So you got it. You got the preliminary things, okay? You see how this is going. So there will be 3 lucky winners in this giveaway, depending upon where you land. If you're the 1,000th person, you will get the big prize. If you are close, you will be lucky runner-up, number 1 and number 2. So just get this absorbed, get it in your head. We are moving forward. Let me say to you guys, I am so happy that you guys are a part of my channel. I cannot wait to share with you some things. I am so happy in my new home. I am so humbled and blessed to be here with you guys. And I am so excited to move this channel forward with you guys, because I can't do this without you all. I love each and every one of you. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You do not want to miss out on this giveaway. I am telling you, you do not want to miss out on this giveaway. I am on the push to get to 1,000 subscribers. This giveaway is a big deal to me, and I want to be able to celebrate this with you guys by being able to give some things back to you guys. It's that simple. I am posting videos on a regular basis. I am shooting for every Sunday as we move forward. But just understand this, if life is lifing, I have to do what life is asking. I thank you so much for stopping by this week. You can head on over to Poshmark. You can check out my closet. I'm Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. If you see anything there, feel free to leave me a message there, or you can head on over to Instagram. I am the Catwalks Concrete on IG. You can DM me there if there's anything in my Poshmark closet that you are interested in. Thank you so much for stopping by this week. Be safe, and I will see you all with part 2 of this installment in the next video. Mwah! Bye for now.